Welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me back in the house. It's playoff week, wild card weekend. We ain't got no home game, so we got to go to the snowmobile, all right, in Missouri and Kansas City for a doozy of a game. Now, Kansas City fans, hear me well. This is our last week, Dolphins, last week of football for the year. So leave me alone in this video. All right? That's your hint. That's your hint. Let me say it again, because some of that is going to go over your heads, because I know you're here to troll. This is the Miami Dolphins' last week of football. Leave me alone in this video. All right? It's our last week. I'm going to pour out all the bit of hope I got left in this is the last week of football for the Dolphins. I'm pouring out all the bits of hope I got left. Kansas City, hear me? This is the last week of football for the Miami Dolphins. I'm pouring out every bit of hope I got left in me. That's for y'all. Take it as you see fit, because the rest of the video will throw you off. Okay? Take it, please, for what it is. Look, the Miami Dolphins got a good chance this week to do something crazy. All right? Yes, as you can see behind me, is no longer the Tua jersey. Like I told y'all boys, I'm getting rid of that. All right? So that came down. The Merino goes up. All right? So that's that. The Merino is not moving until Tua proves that he deserves to be back up on the doggone background. That's that. All right? Marino is off forever. QB1. Might as well put that 13 up there. All right? And just in case you think I'm capping or something, like, let me just see if I can pan up and show you the Marino. Okay, y'all see that? That's Marino. Okay? All right. All right. We good? We good? Y'all straight? Okay. Tua had to go. Maybe he'll make a appearance at some point. Maybe not. All right. This game is as much about Tua as it will be about the defense, as it will be about the run game, as it will be about McDaniel. Okay. Our offense has fallen off a cliff. Overall, points per game is down, yards per game is down. Tua is down. Coaching down, like on offense, right? Falling off a cliff. But here's what I'll say about that. We did get some offensive linemen back one offensive lineman back last week, and that helped in the run game. A-Chan was able to do his thing in the first half. We got Waddle coming back. Now, he's probably going to be questionable for the game, but he's probably coming back. Mostert should also be back. And then you got on defense, right? On the defensive side, defense has been par for the course. You know, they picked up after like the first 5 weeks of the season, and they've held pretty steadily. All right? Top 10 defense. Yeah, the Bills game and the Ravens game kind of skewed the numbers in a downward trajectory, but overall, points per game is not bad. All right, save for the Ravens game and the Bills game earlier, and the Chargers game before that. But anyway, we get the point, right? Points per game is not too bad. Yards per game could be better, but it's not too bad, especially when it comes to the run game overall. Okay, overall run game. Defense hasn't been too bad. Pass defense, spotty. Okay, it just depends on the week. Just depends on the quarterback. Well, this week we've got good old number 15, Pat Mahomes boy. All right, now this to me is the best quarterback in the league. Not the best quarterback of 2024, but overall, the best quarterback in the entire football league. He can do it all. He can throw from the pocket. He can throw on the run. He can throw across the body. He can throw off platform, on platform. He's accurate, stupid strong arm, can run, evade sacks like no other. He is and he's a big body quarterback, right? Not easy to bring down. Prototypical quarterback because he has it all. It's not like Josh Allen where sometimes he's accurate, sometimes he's not, right? This guy is supremely accurate. I've seen him hit the crossbar on the goalpost from 50 yards out with his left hand. The man's accurate, okay? That's a very accurate quarterback. Now, is Tua probably a little more accurate? Yeah. But it's not that far. It's not that far apart, right? And he does way more things than Tua can do. We don't need to talk about it. As you can see, I'm moving on from Tua completely. Pat Mahomes has not had a really good year this year, although he's the best quarterback in the league, in my opinion. MVP of this year is Lamar Jackson. We played him. We saw why. Pat Mahomes has been struggling. Now, last year they won a Super Bowl without all these weapons. This year, they're saying that Pat Mahomes needs more weapons. Last year, no weapons, Super Bowl. This year, no weapons, they're to blame. If that was Tua, and Tua won a Super Bowl with no weapons last year, and then this year, same no weapons, he was playing like trash, we wouldn't blame. We know that, all right? We know us. We're not blaming the fact that he has no weapons. Because we're going to say you won a Super Bowl last year without the weapons. What's the problem? He just fell off this year. That's the plain, honest truth. Yeah, of course, everybody could use more weapons, all right? But Pat Mahomes did win a Super Bowl last year without him. Now, I understand that Travis Kelce has a lot to do with that. His numbers have been down this year due to injuries. I get it. Trust me, I'm not stupid. But still, you should have been able to be better on offense than you've been now, being that you won a Super Bowl last year. All right, now, here's part of why they haven't really fallen off a cliff record-wise. Defense is solid. Defense ain't a game. All right, offense is putting them like 22 points a game, but defense is keeping them in it because the defense is really, really good the last 2 years. All right, and in the middle of that defense, on the defensive line is Chris Jones, who is a bad mamma jamma. All right, we got to make sure we defend him well or guard him well so he doesn't get to our quarterback because we know our quarterback can't take too many hits in the pocket because, one, he's not glass, but he ain't, you know what I'm saying, sturdy like that. All right, he's, you know, we don't want him taking too many hits. That's one. Two, he gets antsy in the pocket. All right, so once he starts taking these hits, now he's sensing pressure that may or may not be there, and it causes his accuracy to go awry and decision-making to really go awry, and we don't want Tua in a place where he has to make bad decisions because he will. So, with that being said, Miami has a chance in this game. Kansas City's defense is going to bring it. First half of the last time we played them in Germany, no points in the first half. Second half, we put up 14 points. They already had 14 points in the first half and on offense and a turnover on defense that they took back for a touchdown because Tyreek Hill his forward progress was stopped and they still called the fumble. That fumble went back for a touchdown. 21 points, 14 points for us in the second half. We had a chance at the end, and Tua Tua'd. Okay, yes, you heard that right. Tua Tua'd. Okay, verb. Okay, we lost that game. So now, here's what's going to happen, right? Now, I'm not saying that game was completely just on Tua now, but he did lose us that game in that moment. We have injuries on defense. Holland and Elliott are both going to be game time decisions. I would assume at least one plays. Once again, it's our last week of football. Everybody who can play should play. We'll see what happens. On the Kansas City side, I can't remember who all were really, in question for the game. Truthfully, I can't remember. So I'm assuming that there's not going to be any big names that are not going to play the game. So I'm not worried about what they got going on their side. When it comes to the weather, let's talk about that real quick. It's supposed to be like -8 with like a -20 to 30 wind chill, whatever, however you say that. It's going to be cold. Now, saw this little stat on Twitter that says Tua has like a 104 rating in sub 30-degree weather. Now, I'm not sure where this came from, but apparently Tua is not bad in the cold. Now, we watched a couple games of Tua in the cold, namely the first year, his rookie season against Buffalo. That was bad. Was it the year after that? Yeah, I think so, maybe. Something like that. I think it was the year after that. Year after that, Tennessee Titans. That was bad. Buffalo last year. Not too bad. Not too bad. It was okay. Against the Bears, it was really cold in that game. I don't know if it was sub 30, but it was a cold game. Not bad at all in that game, right? So Tua has kind of been up and down in cold games. He hasn't been all bad in cold games. But do I trust Tua to go out there and throw the ball 50 yards down the field in freezing cold temperatures with wind? No. So guess what that means? We better be able to run the football. Oh, before we would stop running the football, this ain't one of them games. Now, I'm not saying we're on Mac Jones Patriots level 2 to 3 throws max a game level. We're not on that level. Shouldn't be snowing like that. So it should just be cold. You got heated benches. You got heaters on the sidelines. They're going to do whatever it takes to stay warm. Now, I'm sure Tua's going to wear sleeves because every other cold game that he's played, he's worn sleeves. But he said he ain't wearing gloves. We'll see if that's a problem or not. Because the last time, once again, Tua played without gloves in the freezing cold besides Buffalo, it was bad. Okay? That was the Tennessee game where he was fumbleooski everywhere. Hopefully, that's not the case. Hopefully, it's one, dry out there, no snow. And then two, hopefully, it doesn't affect him throwing the football. Because we can't just run the football. We got to be able to throw it too, right? This game right here would have been a tough game for me to pick. Past tense. But it's the last game of the doggone year. Okay? And although we're not on Kansas City's level on paper, we on their level because I say we on their level. I don't care about what the media got to say. I don't care about the analytics of the game, the spread, bump, all of that. Last game of the year, I'm picking my team. Now, the last 2 weeks, I ain't pick us to win. I'm picking us in this one. Because Tua finna go out there and he finna get the job done. He gonna make me wish I never took that jersey down. Tua is going to lead this thing all the way to the Super Bowl. You heard it here first. This is the first of many where Tua's apologizing to the fans for his poor play. Tua about to take this thing on his bike back, right? He about to put it on his bike, and he about to get us the dub today. Then he finna go to the Ravens and get a dub. Then he finna go to Buffalo if it's Buffalo, which I'm not saying that Buffalo's automatically gonna beat Pittsburgh. It's just us that they could beat. Everybody else, they struggle with a little bit. So if it happens to be them, then be it. But if not, then we'll just go ahead and have a home game against the Steelers, who's number 7. Win that one and go straight on over to Vegas. And then you'll see the biggest apology that you've ever seen in your life on YouTube, on my channel. Me crying my eyes out because we won a Super Bowl, apologizing to doggone Tua because I was completely wrong. That's what's finna happen. So, because that's what's finna happen, all right, starting this week, starting on Saturday night, I'm picking my squad to smoke. No, we ain't no close game. We are smoking Kansas City Chiefs 35. We'll go 35. 35-17. 35-17. We whooping they behind. We leaving up out of the cold with a doggone win. And then we getting ready to go back and get revenge against the Baltimore Ravens. How you like them apples? I'll holler at y'all. Fins up till we die. Put in the comment section how you feeling about this game. They don't know what's coming. We are in the house and we taking everything back that we done got stole from us. Straight like that. I'll holler at y'all after the game. I'm out.